Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul just took place in the main event of Showtime boxing. Yeah. And I want to give a reaction to this because Tommy Fury got the job done over Jake Paul. He did. He beat Jake Paul. And Jake Paul suffers his first loss in professional boxing. I need to give a full card recap. A recap to this. Because Jake Paul, I picked to win this fight. I thought he was going to get a decision. Like, up 3 rounds with the knockdowns. I don't know. It'd be tied, but Jake Paul would win the 3 rounds. I don't know. I'm confused. I said Jake Paul would win. I said he'd win on a decision, winning on knockdowns, and winning on the scorecards. But Tommy Fury did it. He beat Jake Paul, and Jake Paul suffers his first loss. And I know people are going to be happy about this, but I think Tommy Fury won this fight. I don't think you can give this to Jake Paul. There was an argument for a draw, which could be something, because the ref needs to get fired, man. They need to bring in calculated refs, I think. Because I think most of the time, they're just absolutely dumb and have no brain, I want to say. That's the most of the time I feel it with that. You know? He took a point because Fury, by the way, Fury, at the end of one of the rounds, I forgot which round but it was, I just know Fury won the fight, in my opinion. Just winning. It was tied, but Fury won the extra round. Like, it was like one of those rounds. I know Jake Paul dropped him at the very end, but come on. Come on. I know he dropped him at the very end of round 8. Or, no, not the very end. Very beginning of round 8. But come on, man. The referee, like, back of the head shot. What, accidentally. I know Fury arguably did it twice. Because at the end of one of the rounds, Fury landed a back of the head shot. Accidentally, obviously, but he didn't take a point then. But Jake Paul did it. Next round after that, point taken away. Ruins the whole fight. Then Fury does it the round after, or the same round, and he gets a point taken away. So the referee needs to get fired. I think the boxing organization need to look in that, because the referees are ruining this fight. I think Fury won, nevertheless, but come on, man. You need to fire them referees. They have no clue what they're doing. Like, come on. I know people make mistakes, but this referee doesn't know what they're doing. This is a big fight as well. Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. Stakes are on the line. And Tommy Fury did it, man. I didn't expect him to get it done, but he did it. And he's a decent boxer. He is. I know people shit on him, and I know people are going to be happy that he won this. But he's decent. He's not great, though. Like, I think the real boxers actually smoke him, because Jake Paul had 3 years of training. You've been doing it since you were 6. I think he's 23 now. So that's 17 years. Yeah, 17 years. I'm really tired. 17 years of boxing to 3. You should smoke Jake Paul. But yeah, Jake Paul got knocked down. I guess it counts as a 10-8, and it could have been a draw, but Fury won. If anyone won, Fury won. And he did. He got a belt afterwards, I guess. Yeah, I think Fury got that one done. I really think so. But yeah, Jake Paul. Yeah, Jake Paul lost, though. And yeah, Tommy Fury gets it done. Yeah, good stuff, It was close, like Jake Paul. The judges, man, how do you see that, Jake Paul? Like, be real with yourselves. Like, how do you see that? How do you see that for Jake Paul? Like, really? Like, it's very interesting how people really see that for him. But I guess the knockdown means a lot in boxing. MMA is a way better sport. If you like boxing better, you're Well, you can call me it, but you're a casual, in my opinion. MMA is way more fun. Boxing's just one. It's either a KO or not. That's just basically what it is in boxing. In MMA, it's sub, KO, decision. There could be a sub factor, and there could be scraps with it as well. I think MMA is better than boxing. No offense, you guys, but yeah. Sucks for Jake Paul though, because he would have been ranked if he won this one, and he probably would have fought Nate Diaz. So who's gonna? I guess these guys will do a rematch. Now I think about. I was about to say what's next for them, but I guess they'll do a rematch. It's the rematch. I think it's in the contract, the rematch clause. So I think they're just gonna do it. I think Fury has to accept a rematch, and I'll actually pick Jake Paul in a rematch there. I think he's gonna improve lots. Cause Fury, man, he ain't good, man. He ain't great. You know. He ain't great, Fury. And he can get hit a lot. And Jake Paul could catch him, I think, this time. I don't know, though. Because Jake Paul, he can be, standing there sometimes and getting schooled up. Silva was doing that before the big knockdown at the end that saved Jake Paul. And he got the decision win. But, yeah. I guess they do a rematch. June. I do it in the U.S. this time. Maybe MSG. They were supposed to fight there before. Why maybe do an epic rematch? Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury 2. MSG in June. Not June. That's maybe June. Maybe May. Maybe July. Because that's the good month to be fighting. Maybe July. But that's a bit of a stretch though. I don't know. Maybe June. May, June-ish. I think that sounds decent. Not April. That's a bit too soon. Maybe June or July, honestly. Maybe not May. Give them a few time. Give them time off. Tommy Fury just had a kid. Let him spend time with his family. And Jake Paul, I guess he can be in training. Yeah. I'll probably pick. I don't know who to pick in a rematch, to be honest with you, because Jake Paul could win. He's like Gervonta Davis in a way. He is like Gervonta Davis, Tank Davis. It's like he gets schooled up a little bit, but then he lands that one punch. But I think Tank Davis is not that great, to be honest with you. I think Ryan Garcia beats him, to be honest with you. Coming up, which I'll also do a prediction for when it comes up. But yeah, I think Jake Paul, I guess they do a rematch. It sucks though, because we would have saw that Nate Diaz fight. Maybe Masvidal, if Masvidal lost to Burns and he wants to just leave, and it's either he fights the contenders at welterweight or he dips. But yeah. But yeah, that sucks for Jake Paul, because this is going to hold him back. And he can but if he beats Fury, he can say, Jake Paul, obviously he'll make a little bit of excuses, but you did not win that fight, man. Come on, you did not win that. I know the last round was a 10-8, so it could be a draw for you, but you didn't win. Shut up. If he said a draw, I wouldn't have complained, but you didn't win that, man. Shut up. Anyways. But yeah, maybe we see Nate Diaz way out for a bit. I don't know what's Diaz gonna do now? Diaz just screwed up his whole career. I might beat Hamzat and then go over to boxing, but then it wasn't Hamzat. Instead, it was Tony Ferguson. I want to go fight Jake Paul. He didn't specifically say Jake Paul, but you knew he was targeting Jake Paul. That was the fight. He would argue with Jake Paul's Jake Paul's team backstage. So you knew he wanted that fight. But now he screwed it up. Especially if Jake loses to Tommy Fury again. Why would Nate want that fight? Someone's beaten him already. Let's try. But yeah, it sucks for Jake. He would have been ranked. Good for Fury, though. I think he would have had to change his last name to Tommy Fumbles, which would have been so bad. And he would have had to stay in Saudi Arabia. He's had to stay in Saudi Arabia. Yeah. That's about it, to be honest with you. What is else? It was a decent fight, I guess. Yeah, my stream kept crashing a little bit, but it's fine. You know, I watched it a bit. Yeah, Fury won. Good for Fury. Rematch, June, July. One of them, most likely June. Sounds reasonable. Maybe do it in MSG. MSG June. Why not do that? Why not give them the moment MSG? You know? Why not do an MSG? Or do it, or I don't know where they're going to do it. Maybe LA? Support Jake Paul a little bit. Maybe the UK. Maybe the UK. Actually, probably in the UK. Probably in the UK. Fury won. Give him his moment. But yeah, that's about it, to be honest with you. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Reaction and breakdown. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, that's about it, to be honest with you. That's about it. Yeah. Peace.